Roblox, when it comes to anime games, is very interesting. It's like no matter how good the devs make the game, there's always gonna be something about the game people do not like. Ever since GPO came out, I would say we are spoiled. Like, let's just keep it straight a buck. We are spoiled with the graphics of the game, how the combat feels, how it looks, how it runs. We just like it. We like the animations. The devs are really good at what they do, but at the same time, it's like eventually people are gonna get tired of the content that you're producing. Just like if you were a rapper, you were producing music. Eventually, what made you blow up is not gonna continue to bring in endless amount of revenue, because those kids that used to listen to your music are gonna grow up. And I'm not saying that people are growing away from GPO, because the game hasn't been out as long as we think it is. I think it's probably coming up on a year. In a couple of months, it's probably going to be coming up on a year that GPO was officially released. It's like we're getting tired of the game because for you and the devs aren't pumping out as much content as we would want to. Because once you finish a boss, it's like that. Once you farm, get that next max level, nothing else. We just need content. It's just like me doing YouTube. You always need content to stay on top. You will never grow if you do not produce content. Just like I took this week break because of school, I literally could not produce any content at all. And I noticed that my views were going up in some of the videos, but at the same time, if I was producing more videos, my viewer engagement could be higher and I could possibly have more subscribers, more views, more likes. And that's how I would put GPO into it. It just depends on how much content you can pump out, how good quality of the content is, and how quick you can get it up. Because update 4, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's taking forever to come out. I don't blame it. There's a lot of content on update 4 compared to is update 3. There wasn't as much content, but you know, there was content. And personally, I don't think it was a flop, but at the same time, there wasn't much to digest from it. Like, it's just hard to explain, man. Games like ABA. ABA isn't necessarily a bad game, but it does have average to mediocre combat system. And let's be honest, the anime community is very toxic on Roblox. Just keep it a stack, it's very toxic. And we're just fiends for more content. I don't know, I just feel like rambling on because there's not a lot to do on here, to be honest. Like, we're always waiting for new games to come out, and since I'm not a big YouTuber, I can't can't get access to new games. Like, I really want to play this game like Dragon Ball, what is it? Dragon Zenkai Origins. I seen Sagee4 playing that, testing it. That game looks fire to me. I'm a big Dragon Ball lover. I just like that type of game. I like those type of games. And you got games like, what is it, Anime Battle, or it's that game that crosses over with a bunch of different animes and there's mob bosses and stuff. That's cool, but like, when is it gonna come out? We don't know this. And you can't blame the devs or anybody. You can't blame the developers for that. They're trying to produce a good game, and we're whores for new games. We're whores for new stuff. And especially when you're a content creator, or you're somebody like me that is trying to get into content creation, it's really hard to grow when there's not much to grow off of. Because when you're starting out, if you don't have a lot of content, how are you going to grow? You gotta find new ways, new avenues to go down to grow. Right now, I am trying to figure out what can I post so I can grow. And this is really where I'm stuck at, because I'm not gonna say that Roblox and especially the anime community is horrible, but this is not the best avenue to go down if you want to create content. because everything has a life expectancy. I never thought GPO was going to die necessarily. Like, it's not dead, but it's nowhere near as popular as it used to be. You feel me? You don't really think that any game is going to die unless it's just downright dog shit. But like, we're at a stalemate when it comes to good quality anime games. Like, it's not like devs aren't making good games. It's just like, does the game have longevity? Like, in my opinion, GPO was a success. Shindo Life, that is a success. The game has been out for months, and it hasn't technically flopped. GPO has been, like, of course its numbers have went down, but it's constantly had a consistent number of around 9,000 to 13,000 people playing on a consistent basis. That's a lot of people. Shindo Life, it consistently has 25 to 40,000 people on all the time, and that's not a lot. Without an update, always 45 to 40,000. And of course, when it first came out, there was always like 100,000 to 200,000. But when the game ages, the fan base is either going to rise or it's going to die. And it's not so much that the developers didn't do a good job. It's just that people are always going to have mixed emotions and opinions about what you put out. Like, for me personally, it's not that it was when Shindo Life had that content, had got that copyright strike from, I think, the owners of Naruto, because they had Shinobi Life. It's had the title, and it was a bunch of content that you could basically visibly see that was from Naruto. So they were going to get hit with a lawsuit. After that, personally, for me, the game went down, but I got back into the game. Like, it's still alive. There's still a fan base for it. It's just not for me anymore. Personally, I do not go on that game anymore, because you go in there, you will get mobbed. If you have not been playing, if you are not on your shit for 2 weeks, if you haven't been on there for a week, bro, don't even bother. You will get mobbed. There are people pulling people, knifing niggas. It's crazy on there, bro. I don't know. I just want to make a ramble video. Like, it's just, I just wanted to let people get an idea, because I don't think a lot of content creators, a lot of Roblox anime YouTubers are really explaining to you how hard it is doing this. And I'm not, as I said multiple times, I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm on my grind. That's how I know it's hard. And these niggas, they have fan bases to appease to, so it's hard for them too. Nigga Slykage, that nigga was uploading daily. Nigga barely uploads anymore because he cannot find content to post. But you got niggas like Sagee4, Zeke Y, I think that's what it is. Them niggas, they literally post regardless. Like, some people have a specific type of personality where they can entertain regardless of the game, even no matter how repetitive it is. And Sage has that. Like, he can entertain. I can sit there and watch that nigga play GPO all day and not get bored. He has an entertaining personality. But where there's a person like me, I don't necessarily have it as entertaining personality. That's why I play with a lot of my friends, because that's where, I guess, that's where the funny side of me comes out, because it is kind of weird just talking to a microphone and there's nobody to talk to. That's why I try to play with my friends. And my PS4 is about to, damn, PC about to blow up again. You know what, I'm just gonna quit rambling on, because apparently my computer does not want me doing this. But I just wanted y'all to give a little insight of how hard it is trying to post brand new content on here right now, just because of the lack of new games. Y'all take it easy. It's King Zuzo. Keep calling me King Zon, whatever. Y'all take it easy, man.
Boom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey.